Are you someone who loves the outdoors? Maybe likes to go camping and make a little fresh coffee while you're at it, but maybe you don't have an electronic portable coffee maker to go along with you, so you gotta do it some old-fashioned way. Well, today we're reviewing an electronic portable espresso maker. It's great for camping, it's great for at work, anywhere you're on the go and you want a little pick-me-up. I'm gonna be sharing the pros, the cons, and everything in between, so stay tuned. Let us expand our appreciation for all of our favorite beverages through the stories and places that bring them to life. Welcome to Cork and Java. Hello everybody, welcome back to corkandjava.com. We're your go-to place for coffee and wine and other beverage reviews and how-tos. If that sounds interesting to you, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below and that little bell so you're notified when all our future videos come out. All right, with that out of the way, we got here a really cool electronic portable espresso maker from ZeroHero. Remember last time we reviewed their coffee grinder? And that's also portable, and we're going to be using that along with this. If you're interested in that product, this product, or the coffee that I'm going to be showcasing today, I will leave links for all of those down in the description. All right, so let's get right to a demo of this machine. So we'll see if it's right for you. I'll be going through pros and cons as I go. So first off, the general anatomy. On the top, you have where your water goes. It's a nice little compartment for that, and it's got a nice lid. Of course, like I mentioned, this is electronic. It has a USB Type-C charging port, and it's a very slim, lightweight, compact design. All pros. Here's a con. You have to heat up your own water. So if you're at work, you're camping, you have to have some sort of kettle, some sort of method to get water hot. And you're gonna want it boiling hot for this because it's gonna cool as it filters through your coffee, and that is just thermodynamics at work there. All right, so on the bottom here, you have basically your portafilter, or where the coffee is stored. There's two options for this. If you're into Nespresso, you know those little coffee pods, not the K-Cup ones, not the ones for your Keurig, but the Nespresso, which are for the espresso machines. I don't have one of those. That is perfectly acceptable in this. It will work. I have not tried that. What I have tried and been dialing in is they just give you this small little, basically portafilter. It is small. It's another con. You're not going to get a huge pour of coffee out of this. But I'm caffeine sensitive, so I don't really need a ton of coffee to pick me up. This gives you roughly about a shot's worth of coffee out, maybe a little bit less, but it gets the job done for me, and it might for you as well. Easy to take apart. Another pro is it's pretty easy to clean up. The one part of cleanup that is a little tricky is getting the coffee out of the portafilter. It's a little bit tough. You got to kind of peel it out with your fingers a little bit. It doesn't slap out like a lot of other espresso portafilters would. But anyway, let's get right down to it and load up some coffee. All right, I'm back with my coffee. I am using a breakfast blend from Compass Real Coffee. You can pick some up down in the description below with some discount codes I'll give you guys for that. And here we are with the other ZeroHero portable electric coffee grinder. Link to this as well down in the description. For this one, I've dialed in this coffee at the 1 setting for espresso. And so that's what we're going to use here. I've loaded up 5.5 grams of this coffee. I pre-measured it out. All right, that grind is done. And we are going to take that out. It comes with a little funnel there and a scoop that makes loading it in a little bit simpler. It's just easier to dump. And the scoop backs up as your tamper as well. So just make sure I get all of this in there right. Little spillage, but that's all right. Try to make it very even, as even as I can on the top. And I take the tamper, also the scoop, and I don't want to tamp it down too hard, or you will kind of back it up and you won't get too much coffee out of it. So just pretty light tamp, really just kind of evening it out. And the grind, the weight that you measure out is usually between 3 and 5, sometimes 5.5 grams for this little cup. And what grind setting and how much you use and how much you tamp is all dependent on the roast level of the coffee and stuff like that. So you got to kind of do some trial and error to get it to work right. So what I found is 5.5 grams at the one setting of this with this particular coffee has been working great for me. And so all you do is load this little cup like I showed you. You put it in this little contraption here, and you just screw it onto the bottom here. Now, you are locked and loaded and ready to put some hot water in. So, all I'm gonna do is magically heat up a little bit of hot water so we can pour ourselves a shot. All right, now we have hot water, and I got some glasses on because I got something in my eye and it hurts, so I put those on. All right, so here we go. Pouring a little bit of water in here, and you don't have to worry about measuring this because the machine automatically pours based off of a timer. So you're good to go. I usually put about 2 ounces in there, and that's way more than enough to get going. You just double tap this button and let it rip. Let's see how we do. All right, and it's finishing up there. Like I said, let's see how much. There's just a little bit water left, so that's perfect. All right, we got a nice crema on top there. Let's give it a sniff. Smells dark chocolate. A lot of caramel notes in there. Let's give it a taste. Great, not too bitter, not sour at all. Is this like an amazing cup of espresso? Is this like high tier quality? No, it's just okay. It's better than your normal cup of coffee. If you want to dilute this with some water and make yourself an Americano, that's typically what I do in the morning. But really, it's up to you. You can make cappuccinos out of this, whatever you want. It is a okay cup of espresso, but for a machine that's got what it's got for well under $100, I believe, at the time of recording, it is, I think, a very good value and a really cool product. So it's something that I definitely recommend, and if you're interested in it, I'll leave a link down in the description below where you can check it out and see for yourself if it's something that's worth it for you or for a gift for a loved one. Make sure you guys are finding us online. We're on Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, and Instagram, all those great places. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys online. Please give us a thumbs up if you made it this far in the video, and thank you so much. And until next time, y'all, bottoms up.